Hello.
Hello,
Hi, Juan. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing well, thank you.
Okay. And you look like you're a little bit cold, maybe.
Yeah, still cold.
Uh, what's the temperature outside?
Outside, 1 second. 11.
11. Okay, that's
Yeah.
cold. For me, it's right now, it's 12. It's 12 in the afternoon. It's 32 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty nice. Because I like warm weather, it's nice for me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. What have you been up to lately? What have you been doing?
Could you repeat the question?
Yeah, what have you been doing lately?
Could you type the question, please?
No, I'll say it again in a different way. Have you been working lately?
No, no. Actually,
Okay.
today is a holiday day. No, it's a
Okay.
holiday. We
Okay.
have holiday today, so
And
I didn't work today.
okay, please tell me about the holiday. What is the occasion? What is the meaning of the holiday?
It's for the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what
Okay.
is the word. Yeah,
Yeah.
you what I mean? Yep.
Constitution.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like a special day for
Mm-hmm.
Mexicans.
Mm-hmm.
So we have, may I don't know exactly. I don't know, but um, probably we have three three release of
Mm-hmm.
our constitution,
Mm-hmm.
constitution,
Yeah.
and this date or yeah this date is one of them.
Okay. In the United States, we have a similar holiday. It's not exactly the same, but it's called Independence Day, which is happens on July 4th, and it's when the United States declared independence from England because England was a monarchy. So they controlled the United States, but the United States said, "No, we don't want to be controlled by you anymore." So they
Okay.
declared independence. Yeah, and I'm sure I know Mexico has an Independence Day too. I th- I'm I'm pretty sure something like an Independence Day. Maybe
Oh,
not. I'm not sure. But so what are your let's see. Um, Now it's your evening. Is that right? What time is it?
yeah, 11 in
Oh,
PM.
okay. What did you do today?
We could to talk about some vocabulary from English.
Okay, sure, sure.
You have an
Okay,
article.
okay. Do you want me to choose an article or do you want to choose?
You can choose the article.
Okay, give me a second.
Okay. Interesting. Maybe do you have an interesting article from Mango?
Yeah, they're always interesting, but let's see.
Yeah, the last time we talked only 15 minutes. Maybe do you remember?
Yeah, I do. Okay, I found one that I think might be interesting. I'll send you the link. Give me a second
Okay.
here. Here we go.
I think it will be better if you can share your screen.
Okay, I will share, but I'm gonna give you the link anyway, just because um, the shared screen sometimes the text is really really small, but
Okay.
I will share it though.
Okay.
Give me a second here. Um,
How's the pronounce of your last name?
Sorry,
What
what?
how is the pronounce or the pronunciation of your last name?
Oh, McKeith, McKeith.
Mikit.
Yeah, yeah, you said
Okay,
it
Mikit.
perfectly. Yeah. Some people have a hard time with the th, but you said it perfectly, McKeith. But it's hard to
Okay.
say the th. at the end. So a lot of people say McKeith, and but it's McKeith. But if
Okay.
you say it doesn't sound right. Okay, let me see here.
Do you know the Elsa Speak application?
Which application?
Elsa Speak. I'll
No, I don't
send
know that
a
one.
link.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah, I have been testing it for maybe 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting because you can improve your pronunciations of
Okay.
some words. Yeah.
Sound. Okay, cool. Here we go. Okay, now sharing, but I'll go back
Hmm.
to the Elsa. It's interesting. I had a call from uh 2 weeks ago. I had a call from somebody who was hearing impaired. That means they can't hear, and so we did the lesson, and she had an application that would transcribe what I said into text, and it was really interesting because the call I was kind of worried about how that would go, but it actually went really really well. We could communicate fine, and even though she can't hear, she can see, so she could see what I said. She could read what I said, so it was
Usually,
good.
yeah. Usually, what kind of students do you have? I mean, about their level.
Um, it's wow, that's a good question because it ranges a lot. Some I have some very short lessons where the person will call and they say, "I know speak English," and that actually that is it. It's really difficult because if the person says, "I don't speak English," I can't teach them English in those are like 5-minute calls, so I'm not going to be able to teach them English in that short time. But then the other level, there are people who are business people, and they're preparing for job interviews, or they're preparing to take a test to check their English level. And so those people are very good English speakers, but they really need some confidence, and they need to check their level. So now I'm sharing the screen,
Okay.
but let's see. If I scroll down, I wanna see what happens here. Okay, so okay, this works. Can you see it though? Because the text is really really
Mm-hmm.
small. So start with vocabulary.
Vocabulary. Mm-hmm. Technical.
That's easy. Um, so if the words are easy or you don't need any explanation, you can just skip to the next word. But if you have some questions, you ask me, and I'll make the definition more clear than even the text that's on the screen.
Okay. I understand the first word,
Yeah, for sure. I know. I'm sure you understand that.
but
Okay.
I don't know what's mean deal.
Um, oh, if it says I had to deal with some technical problems yesterday, the meaning of that is I had to work with, or I had to address, or
Okay.
I experienced,
Okay. Uh huh.
yeah. Mhm.
Okay, I got it. So, um, usually, do you have technical problems with Cambly?
Yeah, actually, quite often I do.
Okay.
um,
The
they,
the most commons.
um, most common is, let's see. Um, sometimes they have two phone calls come in at one time. So instead of I so on my screen I can see two
Mm-hmm.
calls, and then I have to choose one. That means that I drop the other, and sometimes that's not a good thing because the person that got dropped says, "Well, why didn't the tutor answer my call?" But I can only choose one. So that's pretty common, or not pretty common, but it happens from time to time. And the others are, um, for instance, if I need, like, right now I'm scheduled for three hours of tutoring,
Mm-hmm.
and but during those 3 hours, sometimes I have to take a break. I have to go, uh, maybe go to the restroom or something, get a drink of
Mm-hmm.
water. So the only way I can do that is to log off of Cambly, and then when I'm finished, log back on the Cambly. And so when you
Mm-hmm.
log back in, sometimes they require you to do a video and audio test. Sometimes they don't,
Okay.
and and sometimes they will mute your ringer. So even though you're logged in, you can't hear a phone call. So that means people cannot call you, and so you have to turn off that mute part to be able to continue. And that I've complained to Cambly about that because it serves no purpose. Once
Mm-hmm.
I'm logged in. Why would you turn off my audio? But yeah, that's it. But we should go back to the vocabulary.
Okay. Biography.
Hmm.
Biography.
It's
Um,
biography. Biography.
biography.
Hmm.
Biography.
Hmm.
Biography. I'm currently reading a Winston Churchill
That's right.
Churchill biography by Martin Gilbert.
Hmm. So as it says in the definition, it's a story of someone's life.
Mm-hmm.
So there's also another one called autobiography. That is when somebody writes their own story about their own life. So in this case, they're saying a biography. So it's about Winston Churchill, but written by Martin Gilbert. So the story of somebody's life written by somebody else, and then autobiography, story of your life written by you.
Okay, now in this time,
Hmm.
uh, what do you think if the biography of all the people in the world?
Um, that's wow. That's a if it's some of them are very, very accurate, and some of them might not be very extremely accurate. So, for instance, um, if somebody else writes it uh, long after the person has passed away, then there's nobody to verify whether things are true or not true. So, if like let's say in the example, currently reading a Winston Churchill biography by Martin Gilbert. If Martin Gilbert was working with Winston Churchill and they talked, and Winston Churchill authorized it, I would say, okay, that's going to be completely true. Well, maybe not completely true, but but it's going to be you know uh, fairly accurate. But if it's written by yourself, then it's your own story of your own life. Of course, maybe not accurate, just because people lie a little bit. Um, and then if it's written by somebody that's never talked to the person that is the story is about, it's really hard to tell if it's going to be true or not true. So um, I um, I would read biographies of people that I'm interested in, but I would judge for myself. I would not just say, okay, this is all true or this is not true. I would try to judge based on what I know. So hopefully that answers your question.
Okay, no, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the famous people, they have like uh web page, personal web page,
Mm-hmm.
for their biography,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
uh, and also have page like for Facebook profiles,
Mm-hmm.
like a page, or
And
Instagram,
there's also Wikipedia.
Wikipedia,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But how you say cualquiera, any, cualquiera, wait, anyone,
Mm-hmm.
anyone can to write an article on Wikipedia,
Yeah, that's
and
right. So people can go in and change Wikipedia and put
mhm.
in things that are not true. So that is a problem with Wikipedia. I use it, and when I use it, I don't use it for people mostly. I use it for like countries. Like if I want to look up or cities within a country, I will use Wikipedia because it gives me population and things about agriculture, things that are interesting things that I want to know about. But about if it comes to people, I'll maybe their birthday or how many children they have. But after that, often I know if there's a big lie. Often I will know because if it's somebody I'm interested in, then I know. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you can write, you can to write is
hmm
correct. This is the correct way. You can to write,
yeah,
or you can write.
you can write. You
You
can
can
write.
write. You
Mhm.
can write your your own article on
Mhm.
Wikipedia, and you can write beautiful things about
That's true.
yourself.
Yeah, that's true. Or you can write wonderful things about yourself.
Wonderful things about
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
Okay. So next,
Combine,
vocabulary word, combine.
combine,
Yep, combine.
combine. To join or add two or more things together. Let's combine our efforts to solve the problem.
Okay. Pretty.
Efforts is the correct
Mhm.
way.
Yeah, efforts. Efforts.
Efforts, efforts.
Yeah. Yeah, but the way you said it was fine.
Okay,
Efforts. Efforts. It's efforts.
efforts.
Yeah.
The pronunciation is very important.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I will correct you on any
Okay,
mispronunciations. Don't worry.
thank you. Combine, yeah, you can combine two colors,
Hmm. Yep.
and never out water and oil.
Oil.
How you
Oil. Oil.
oil?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very hard for me that
Yeah.
the pronunciation of that word.
Yeah. So if you
Oil.
can say, but I think you could say oi,
Mm-hmm.
oi,
Oil, oil,
ol, oi,
oil,
ol, oil.
oil,
Yeah.
oil.
That's good. Yeah. That's good.
Okay.
It's good. Um, sometimes it's easy to if you break down the word into two sounds or however many sounds it has, then it's easy. I know a lot of people that cannot say the word girl, pearl, or world. But if I say, okay, just say gur, and then say earl, and then you put it together, girl. Okay, that's girl.
Can you say that
So
word?
mm, girl.
No, I sent
Oh,
a word.
the oil,
No,
oil.
I sent a message.
Oh, sorry. Um, unusual.
Unusual.
Unusual. So actually, that word has four
Okay.
syllables, which means four sounds. So un, u, je, ul. Unusual. Unusual.
Unusual.
Yeah, good.
Unusual.
Yeah, that's good. Hmm.
Yeah, I was struggling with that word yesterday.
Okay. So it's unused oil. Or
Oh,
no, sorry, no, 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 wait. Unusual,
uh,
unusual.
unusual.
Yeah, you got it. That's perfect.
Okay, it's weird. It's weird, but
Yeah,
it's
um,
interesting.
it is. The English language is it's not easy.
And
Compared to some other languages. Wow, my glasses are
what do you
dirty.
think
Okay,
about Spanish? Spanish
I think
language.
um, I think it's probably one of the easier languages to learn
Okay,
because it makes grammatical sense, and the pronunciation is usually easy. Um, and if I spent any time, which I don't, but if I, because I learned Spanish when I was young,
okay,
uh, and then I learned Spanish when I was working in a restaurant, and then I learned Spanish when I was on vacation in Mexico. So I could speak simple, very, very simple Spanish without studying. And if I studied, I would speak Spanish, I think, pretty well. So,
okay.
like there are two languages that are easy to learn, and but they don't seem like they would be easy. One is Spanish, and the other one is Japanese.
Japanese.
Japanese is actually not as hard as people think it is. The reason it seems hard is because Japanese people speak very fast, but actually the language itself is easy. No, it's not easy. It's not so hard, and they share a lot of words. There are a lot of Japanese words that are the same as Spanish words. They don't mean the same thing, but the sound is the same. Like for you, casa is
Casa.
house.
Mm-hmm. It's house.
Um, in Japan, casa is hat,
Okay.
and for you, oh no, actually, I don't know this. What does baka mean, or is there any meaning to baka? Baca.
Baka.
Hmm.
Baka. Maybe with the other B. The B. Baka cow.
Okay. Um, so, okay.
Cow.
Oh, vaca. Okay, that means cow. Um, so there are more examples, but I don't want to spend time with them because we should be learning English instead of Japanese. So, um, okay, what's the next word? Software is very, very
How,
easy.
yeah. How many states from the U.S. do they speak Spanish? Do you know?
Um, yeah, I pretty much know California, Texas, Nevada, Oregon, um, New Mexico,
Florida.
Florida,
Florida.
all along the southern coast, they speak Spanish. I would say um, it's more than you think. It's maybe so. There's 50 U.S. states. At least 25 of them have Spanish as the second language. First language is
And
English,
do you think
and
that at some point Spanish will be one of the official languages of the United States?
it's possible. It could be. It's very possible because you know, it used to be just the border states like California, New Mexico, Nevada, Texas, Florida. It used to be those states that had the biggest Mexican population or Spanish speaking population. But now people are going. People from Mexico are going further inside, so they don't just stick to the border states. They go to places that you would not expect them, like Michigan,
Mm-hmm.
where it's cold, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So or Minnesota. So uh, if any state in the United States, if you only speak Spanish and you need to talk to somebody, they will have somebody. I mean, businesses or somebody's going to be able to speak Spanish to you. Any
Okay.
any state in the United States, there are Spanish speaking people in every city. Um,
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
yeah.
On another question.
Hmm.
Can illegals vote in elections?
Sorry. Can illegals, but do
Yeah,
what?
when you need to choose, for example, a
Oh,
president.
but okay, yeah. So um, the right now they're trying to make that very much yes.
Okay.
I don't think it's officially yes right now, but I could be wrong. But I think right now, yes. I mean,
Okay.
based on the recent politics, I think yes. Illegals can vote in the United States. I'm pretty sure it's yes.
Okay. So the populations from Latin America is very
Hmm.
important now, I think.
It's it's very very important, especially for the vote, is especially for the like the vote for who is the mayor of a city, who is the governor of a state, and
Mm-hmm.
who is the president of the United States. So right now, it's actually very very important because like for my home state is California, and in many cities, but not all cities, um, Latinos, but basically people from Mexico, are more than 50% of the population. That's not every city. That's many of the big cities. So um, if you wanted to decide the vote,
Mm-hmm.
and you had all of the Latinos or Mexicans voting for one person, that person's going to win no matter what. Yeah, because they're more than 50% of all the big cities,
Mm-hmm.
like
Exactly.
Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, San Jose. Um, you can go on. You know, all the big cities that have Spanish names, they also have 50% Spanish speaking people.
Yeah, the name of a lot of places of the U.S. they have Spanish names
Yeah,
like
well,
Los
it
Angeles.
used, California used to be Mexico actually. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
in the past, it was
we
Mexico.
we have two Californias actually. California, North California and
Yeah,
South California.
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
from I'm from Northern California, and
north in the
in
north, north in the U.S.
but in Southern California, especially Los Angeles, if you Los Angeles is not one city; it's many cities that can are contained within what's called Los Angeles
Okay,
County. And Los Angeles County right now is about 55% Latino, or basically Mexicans,
okay.
um, about 55%. So that means it's the majority of the people.
Well, and what are the states that come together in one place? I saw it in a movie.
Oh, that's a good question, and
You
I
know?
actually I don't know the answer. There's like four. There's maybe one place in the United States that has four or five states that come together,
Exactly.
but it's in the middle, and I'm from the West Coast, so that one I don't know.
I
I
saw
should,
that scene in a movie, and it was so funny actually.
yeah, I should know that, but I really, unfortunately, I don't. I've seen that movie also, but I don't know the answer. So now we only have 10 seconds left. So nice talking to you again. and I hope you're doing well. Have a good night, and I'll
Okay.
see you next time. Okay?
Okay.
Bye
See
bye.
you soon. Bye bye.
See you. Bye bye.